the show. How about housekeeping bit of information? Does anybody here know what a D20 is?
Woo!
Alright. Does anybody here play Dungeons and Dragons then? Yes, of course. Of course, it's a Renaissance fair. You'll play Dungeons and Dragons. It's nerdtastic. Now, next year, June 21 through 28, Roger Olson of the Lords of Adventure and myself are conducting a tour of Scotland and the north of England, where we will be going to historic places such as Edinburgh Castle, catacombs, a Stonehenge, not the Stonehenge, our Stonehenge, yes. And then at night playing Dungeons and Dragons. Because we couldn't be nerdy enough. So, if you want more information, come talk to me after the show, come grab a card. They're going to be right up here. Now, that being said, let's get this party started. So, lords and ladies, hello, midget. How you doing? Let's get this party started. Lords and ladies, my name... Oh my god, it's Bellatrix Lestrange! Sorry, I had to nerd out for a second. I love you, and by love you I mean I fear and loathe you. Alright. Alright. Lords and ladies, my name is Will Shakespeare, which means you should cheer now! Alright, that was good, but come on, we can be more obnoxious. When I say you should cheer now, you need to go and say, hoot, holler, clap, cheer, stomp your feet, whistle, throw small loved ones into the air. Basically, I am saying, yeet the kid. So, I am Will Shakespeare, and you should cheer now! You did! You yoked the baby! Well done!
I know I was going to make him mad, so
No, friends, this story is audience interactive, which means it requires all of your help. So, when I say that everybody says, ooh, I need to hear all of you say, ooh. Everybody says, ah. People cry out, dear God, what is that thing?
Dear God, what is that thing?
We have dramatic music.
Dun, dun, dun.
And not very dramatic music. We have random sound effects of randomness. And we start with a song. So take your hands. Hit your lap 2 times. Clap your hands 1 time. Do it again. 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 Repeat. 'Cause I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here is my handle and here's my spout. Let me get us steamed up and hear me shout. Dip me over and pour me out. Sing it, ah, little teapot. And let me hear all of you sing it.
I'm a little teapot.
It was good. Mary had a little lamb, its place was what it stew. And everywhere Mary went, the lamb was sure to go. And found out at a school one day, which was against the rules. It made the children laugh and play to see a lamb at school. Ba, 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 black sheep, sing it!
Ba, 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 black sheep.
That was my Run DMC moment. Next verse! Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men gonna put Humpty together again. Always designate your driver. Sing it!
Always designate your driver.
'Cause this is the tale of Captain Jack Sparrow, a pirate so brave on the 7 seas. A mystical quest to the Isle of Tortuga. Raven looks sway on the ocean's breeze. Now back to the good part. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after. Girls perform better than boys on the SAT.
Girls perform better than boys on the SAT.
Now friends, keep the beat going. You the few, the proud, the nerds. Some of you are thinking, Shakespeare, why are you calling me such names? People, you're at a Renaissance fair. It gets amazing costumes or really nerdy t-shirts, and you know who you are. You're the ones who wear red shirts and understand you will not survive this show. You're the ones who will not #spoil the endgame. But you will spoil Game of Thrones 9 seconds after it happens. So you are my people, and I will lead you to freedom. Now reach into the bottom of your heart, the cockle of your heart, the sub-cockle, your left big toe, your neighbor's pocket, and sing the final verse with me. For the love of you good people right here, right now, I want to be doing this. No! I'd be at home doing this with my cat. You should follow him on Instagram at MiloFluffyCake. But friends, you are giving me the greatest job in all the world. So at the end of the show, if you love me, if you really, really love me, throw $5 into my hat. And if you hate me, do it anyway, because I need the gas money. But now, sing the final verse with me. Reach into the bottom of your heart, the cockle of your heart, the sub-cockle, your left big toe, your neighbor's pocket. Every pair of hands, every pair of voices, let me hear it. 5, 6, 7, 8.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V,
Right, people, get on the beat!
Y, and Z.
Now I know my ABCs. Sing it loud!
Now I know my ABCs.
Next time, won't you sing with me?
Next time, won't you sing with me?
Give yourselves applause. Now, let's start this story the way all good stories begin. On a dark and stormy night, replete with dramatic music. 3 witches are dancing on a craggy wall in Scotland, as played by this lady here. I picked Bellatrix Lestrange, but that just seems a little on the nose. Oh, why not? This lady here, and this really attractive lady here. They stand and cackle like witches. Alright, it's weird that he had the best one. Hey! With the voice of the crowd entire, they say these words of incantation. They cry out, double, double, toil and trouble!
Double, double, toil and trouble.
Fire, burn, and cauldron bubble!
Fire, burn, and cauldron bubble.
By the pricking of my thumbs!
By the pricking of my thumbs.
Something wicked this way comes!
Something wicked this way comes.
Who should it be? Who? But the titular character of Macbeth, death by fluffy kittens. His name is Macbeth. And you know it is he, because he is in fact a ginger. Dancer. Macbeth is joined by his best friend and boon companion, Banquo, this side of the face. Banquo is a bit of a yes man. He always says, yup, yup, well done. Now, the witches 3 with the voice of the crowd saying, Hail Macbeth!
Hail Macbeth!
Lord of Glamis!
Lord of Glamis!
Hail Macbeth!
Hail Macbeth!
Lord of Cawdor!
Lord of Cawdor!
Hail Macbeth!
Hail Macbeth!
He who shall be king!
He who shall be king!
And the witches 3 cackle and laugh. That was good. I fear her for the record. And they disappear into the night, which means sit down. Macbeth says to Banquo, wow!
Wow,
That was bloody weird.
that was bloody weird.
And Banquo says,
Yup.
well done. Macbeth says, they called me king.
They called me king.
And Banquo says,
Yup.
well done. That obviously can't happen.
Obviously can't happen.
And Banquo says, except that it does. Trick question. Now, Macbeth says, for me to be king,
For me to be king,
we would have to first kill my cousin, the king.
we would first have to kill my cousin the king.
Have the king's children driven from the land. And the king's children driven from the land.
Have the king's children driven from the land.
And the nobles shall declare me king.
And the nobles shall declare me king.
And Banquo says, yup, well done. Now, Macbeth gets a pen and he writes a letter to his wife. It says, dear wife.
dear wife.
Something weird happened today.
Something weird happened today.
I met 3 witches.
I met 3 witches.
They called me king.
They called me king.
That obviously can't happen.
That obviously can't happen.
Love Macbeth.
Love Macbeth.
P.S.
P.S.
We're having a sleepover.
We're having a sleepover.
Please make brownies.
Please make brownies.
He mails the letter to his wife. She jumps up and exclaims, "My husband shall be king!"
My husband shall be king!
And you know that she is Lady Macbeth because she is also a ginger. Now, get up on stage. Now, Macbeth asks her, "How shall this happen?"
How shall this happen?
And she stops upstaging him and he moves forward.
Upstage.
And wow, that just was weird. All right. Because it's all so simple, really.
It's all so simple, really.
All we have to do is kill your cousin, the king.
All we have to do is kill your cousin the king,
Have the king's children driven from the land,
have his kids driven from the land,
and the nobles shall declare you king.
and then almost was declare you king.
And Banquo says, "Yup," which is weird because he wasn't actually there for the conversation. At this point, who should enter but the King of Scotland, Duncan, this man in the red shirt. He stands, and everyone says, "Hail to the king!"
Hail to the
He
king!
says, "It's good to be king." Good to be king. He says, "Hail Macbeth,
Hail Macbeth,
my cousin,
my cousin,
my brother,
my brother,
my bestie.
my bestie.
I feel safe in your home.
I feel safe in your home.
Nothing bad can happen to me here.
Nothing bad can happen to me here.
This is the best sleepover ever.
Best sleepover ever.
Thanks for the brownies."
Thanks.
And he goes to bed. Go. Now, Lady O says to her husband, "If it were done,
If it were done,
'twere better it were done quickly.
or better it were done quickly.
Do it!
Do it!
Kill him!
Get it!
Be a man!"
Be a man!
And Banquo says, "Yup." Still weird, still not there. At this point, Macbeth delivers a soliloquy. That's a really big word. Everyone say it with me.
Soliloquy.
Now, a soliloquy means one person, in this case Macbeth, is talking to you, the audience, directly, but no one else in the show can hear. So, Lady M, Banquo, Sleeping King, earmuffs. Macbeth comes to center stage, holds out his hand dramatically. No, less dramatic. Bring it back a bit. A bit more. Out and down. That's the sweet spot. And he says, "Is this a dagger I see before me?"
Is this the dagger I see before me?
No, it's a fluffy kitten. Because there is nothing so dread or deadly in the entire world known as an adorable fluffy kitten. Now, the earmuffs come off, and he sneaks into the king's bedchamber with sneaking music provided by all of you. He puts the kitten into the bed, runs away giggling like a 3-year-old. The king awakes, stands so you can see the tragedy unfold. Spoilers. He sees the kitten and says, "Aww," and so do all of you. Aww. The kitten begins to meow, let me hear it meow. Begins to purr, let me hear it purr. And licks his cheek with scratchy tongue, oh it hurts so good. Oh, and the king is loved, but how is he loved?
To death!
Die! 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 All dead! All the way dead! Stick your tongue out so we know it's real! Alright, good. At this point, stay dead! At this point, the nobles of Scotland shout, "The king is dead!"
The king is dead!
The king's 2 children, Malcolm and the other one. They say, "Our dad is dead! Let's run away to England!" There's nothing weird or suspicious about that. I really don't believe you're laughing through your entire life. Right. They run away into the night, which means go away. Oh, she's actually leaving, okay. You know, that works, so may I suppose. Oh, you're back. Hey, how's it going? Now, the noble shouts, "The king is dead!
The king is dead!
The children have fled!
The children have fled!
Make Macbeth the king!"
Make Macbeth the
His
king!
wife's all like, "Yeah, baby." And Banquo says, "Yup, well done." And Macbeth says, "It's good to be king."
It's good to be king.
And that ends Act 1! Accolades for your king! So, keep your head on. Now, several days go by, and you know that time has passed because they're all standing in different spots on stage. Wow, okay. When Banquo says to his friend Macbeth, "My lord Macbeth,
My Lord Macbeth.
I know, I was surprised too. Banquo knows other words. I, Banquo,
Banquo.
must take care of things.
Must take care of things.
I must go hold a banquet.
Must go. Wait, what?
I must go hold a banquet.
I must go hold a banquet.
And Macbeth says, "Kay,
Okay.
bye."
Bye.
And he goes away to hold a banquet. Go ahead. All right. Go. Now, Lady M says to her husband, "You must kill Banquo." And Macbeth says, "Why?
Why?
He's my best friend."
He's my best friend.
She says he wants to be king.
He wants to be king.
Do it!
Do it!
Kill him!
Kill him!
Be a man!
Be a man!
And Banquo says,
Yup.
awkward now. So, the king calls for his messenger. He cries, "Messenger! Messenger!" And the king's messenger runs forward. This little girl right here. She runs forward. She runs. She's walking gracefully. That's fine. And he goes down to one knee and he says, "Messenger,
Messenger.
you know what to do." She salutes him. Salute him. She says like this. Salute him. And she says, "Aye, aye, Captain." Which is weird because he's the king. She goes to Banquo. Come this way. Come this way. All right. Hurry. She knows all about you. Hurry. She comes to Banquo. She says, "Hail, Banquo! I am the king's messenger." She strikes a dramatic pose. Dramatic pose like this. She does not strike a dramatic pose. And she says, "I'm Jerry." She does not. She decided she wanted to join the Actors Union and just laugh at Shakespeare and put him on the spot the entire time.
Just say it back.
Listen, kid, I'm not sure if you saw the previous scene, but I got a whole bag of cats. And so she says, "I'm Jerry." You didn't have to be in a play. Go away. The king's brand new messenger obviously looks exactly like the old one. Do not mess this up. She says, "Hail, Banquo! I am the king's messenger." She strikes a dramatic pose and says, "Jerry." She asks, "Do you like kittens?" And Banquo says,
Yup.
"Well done." She gives him a kitten. She runs away laughing like a maniac. Banquo stands so you can see the tragedy unfold. You are so tall. He sees the kitten and says, "Aww." And so does everyone here. The kitten begins to meow. Let me hear it meow. It begins to purr. Let me hear it purr. It makes a sweet with scratchy tongue. Oh, it hurts so good. Oh, and Banquo is loved, but how is he loved? Die! 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 Stop screaming! Stick your tongue out so we know it's real. All right, cool. Now, stay dead! Stop giggling! I love my job. So, at this point, the Lord High Inspector of Scotland, Mr. Macduff, this guy right here, he stands. Oh, you're a Slytherin? I am. You can't be a good guy. This lady here, she's a Hufflepuff, so you know she's at least brought brownies. She says, "My Lord Macbeth,
My Lord Macbeth,
something weird is happening in the nation.
something weird is happening in the nation.
We have far too many cats.
We have far too many cats.
I'm going to England to investigate."
I'm going to England to
And
investigate.
Macbeth says, "Kay,
Okay.
bye."
Bye.
She goes away to England. Go away. So, Lady M says to her husband, "You must kill Macduff."
You gotta kill Macduff.
But he's a good man.
But he's a good man.
She says, "He wants to be king." Macbeth says, "I can't kill Macduff.
I can't kill me though.
He's in England
He's in England.
and has diplomatic immunity."
Has diplomatic immunity.
That's a new response, all right. And Lady M says, "Well, kill the family then.
Kill the family.
Kill the wife.
The wife.
Kill the children.
The children.
And kill that dog." You know why she said that?
Not the dog.
Oh, but you're fine with the kids. You are sick people. know why Lady said this though? Because she's a ginger. And it has been scientifically proven that they have no souls. Look it up, it's in the Bible. And so, the king calls forth his messenger. He cries, "Messenger!
Messenger!
And his messenger runs forward. She runs, that is walking. He goes down to one knee and he says, "Messenger,
Messenger.
you know what to do."
You know what?
She salutes him and says, "Aye, aye, Captain." Still weird, still the king. And so, she goes to the Macduff family as the Macbeths go and hang out over there. Go over there. Stay right here. So, we get the Macduff family. We get Mrs. Macduff, this ginger lady here. We get Macduff's younger child, Ronald. This ginger kid here. We get his other ginger daughter, Ginny. We get Macduff's next door neighbor, Uncle Slappy. We get the dog. Here, boy. Here, boy. Here, boy. Here, boy. Come here, boy. Come here, boy. Come here. Sit. Sit. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Are you a good boy? No, he's a good boy. He's a good boy. And so, Jerry, sick, twisted evil person that she is. What? You look like you've never seen a bag of cats before. She says to the Macduffs, "Hail, Macduffs!" But she turns this way for a better stage picture. She says, "Hail, Macduffs! I am the king's messenger!" She strikes a dramatic pose and says, "Jerry!" She says, "Do you like kittens?" And they all say, "Yes!" Except for the dog who says, "I hate kittens." We have a talking dog. It is Wizard Weekend. And so, she begins to hand out the kittens. First, Lady Macduff, the lady with the glass, she says, "Here's one for you." And to Macduff's daughter, Genova, that lady there, "Here's one for you." And to his son, Ronald, "Here's one for you." Ronald just wants to be the Gryffindor keeper. It ain't gonna happen. To the next door neighbor, Slappy. And to the dog. She runs away laughing like a maniac. Most of that laughter was internal. They just see the kittens and they say, "Aww." And so it is everyone here. Kittens begin to meow, let me hear them meow. They begin to purr, let me hear them purr. They lick their cheeks with scratchy tongues, they hurt so good. They start to knead out their eyes with tiny little claws. The Macduffs are all highly allergic, they all begin to sneeze uncontrollably. That's what it sounds like when a dog sneezes. It does. And the Macduffs are loved, but how are they loved? To death! How are they loved? To death! Die, innocent gingers! Death to Poochie! This is how Book 7 should have ended! Die! Slappy, why aren't you dead? Die, Poochie! Die! Molly Weasley, die! Slappy, stop twitching! And so, stay. I have more. And so, Jerry, sick, twisted, evil person that she is, goes to Macduff. She jumps up on the bench, and she says to Macduff in the back of the owl, she says, "Hail, Macduff! I am the king's messenger." Strikes a dramatic pose and says, "Jerry." She says, "I have good news and bad news for you."
I have good news and bad news.
Macduff says, "Well, what's the good news?"
Well, what's the good news?
She says, "You can follow Shakespeare on all sorts of social media." Yeah, you should go do it. It's the only way I judge my self-worth in life. You laugh because it's true. All right. She says, "Well, what's the bad news?"
Well, what's the bad news?
And she says, "Well, your whole family's dead."
Well, home family's dead.
Felicia?
Alicia?
Fare thee well. And she runs away laughing like a maniac. There was a stunt laugh over here. That was weird. Macduff says, "I can't believe it.
I can't believe it.
All my chicks are dead.
All my chicks are dead.
All my little peeps."
All my little peeps.
I am not sponsored by the Marshmallow Peep Corporation. She cries, "Revenge!
Revenge!
She gives it again, says it again.
Revenge!
She goes to center stage amongst the dead family and cries it a third time.
My neighbor! Revenge!
She falls to her knees beats her chest, raises her arms to heaven and cries, "Con! Con!" She goes to the princess in exile, Malcolm, and the other one. And she says, "Let's get revenge."
Let's get revenge!
They say, "On who?" She says, "The guy who killed your dad."
The guy who killed your
And
dad.
they're like, "Oh yeah, him." Yeah. You are so low key right now. It's like your dad was murdered, but you're fine. All right. You have no like love in your heart, do you? It's a dark and sad and scary place. We're starting to psychoanalyze you. That's not what this show is about. But kids, psychotherapy, it helps. The more you know. And so they run away and plot revenge. Go away, go away, go away, go away. Meanwhile, the dead people get up to thunderous applause. All right. Meanwhile, Lady Macbeth is going insane.
What the hell was that?
She has the blood of the innocents on her hands and can't get it out. She scrubs and scrubs and scrubs and scrubs, saying, "Out, spot, out!
Out, spot out!
Out, damn spot!
Out, damn spot!
Please try Out, damn spot remover, available at finer retailers." She calls the kittens to her, saying, "Here, kitty, kitty."
Here, kitty, kitty.
She says it again.
Here, kitty, kitty.
And again.
Here, kitty, kitty.
And again.
Here, kitty,
They begin to
kitty.
meow. They begin to purr.
Kitties.
They lick her cheeks with scratchy don't get hurt so good. And Lady Macbeth is loved, but how is she loved?
To death!
How is she loved?
To death!
Die, crazy ginger! Macbeth! How do you feel about the death of your wife? No! Nice. He feels his mortality creeping in, and he cries, "Witches! Witches! Help me! Help me!" And the witches three stand, and very annoyedly ask, "What do you want?"
What do you want?
He says, "Will I live..." Put your head on. He says, "Will I live forever?"
Will I live forever?
And they let him know that's a stupid question.
That's a stupid question.
He says, "Will I die in battle?"
Will I die in battle?
And with a voice to the crowd entire, they say, "No man!
No man!
Of mortal woman born!
Of mortal woman born!
Can harm Macbeth!"
Can harm Macbeth!
As they disappear into the night, he says, "That's practically everybody."
That's practically everybody.
And as Lady Macbeth gets up and goes away to thunderous applause, who should arrive? Complete with bursting action, but Macduff! With bursting action, come on. She points at him accusingly, and she says, "Die, vile traitor."
Die, vile traitor.
Macbeth says, "Don't you know?
Don't you know?
No man
No man
of mortal woman born
of mortal woman born
can harm Macbeth."
can harm
And
Macbeth.
she says, "Well, don't you know
Well, don't you
that
know
Macduff,
that Macduff,
who is me,
who is me,
from his mother's womb,
from his mother's womb,
was untimely ripped?"
was untimely
He
ripped?
says, "What does that even mean?"
What does that even mean?
She says, "I was
I
born
was born
by C-section."
by
He says,
C-section.
"Wow."
Wow!
She goes, "Yeah,
Yeah,
totally."
totally.
And so he backs away a little bit, and she backs up. No, you go fine right there.
Oh, yeah.
There's a bed of nails behind you. Don't go any further. Not part of the show. He says, "Lay on, Macduff."
Lay on, Macduff.
And so,
And
friends, no, that's my line. Friends, we are going to keep this clean, and we are going to observe the 5 Ds: dodge, dance, dip, dive, and dodge. Ready?
Oh my god.
Dodge, cat. Go! These sorts of throw cats at each other, and there are cats, and cats, and cats, and cats, and cats, and more cats, and more cats, and more cats, and innocent people in the front row get hit! That ginger kid gets it in the face! All of a sudden, a hush falls over the crowd! And a louder hush too. And the king's messenger runs into the scene. She takes him to stage and says, "Hail, Macbeth!
Hail, Macbeth.
I am the king's messenger."
I am the king's messenger.
Strikes a dramatic pose and says,
Jerry.
"Well done." She says, "Do you like kittens?"
Do you like
And Macbeth says, "Yes." And so she screams at him Come here. Say hello to Mr. Fluffy.
Say hello to the Fluffy.
Scream it!
Say hello to the Fluffy.
And out comes the biggest cat of all!
You haven't seen the pictures?
Karen! She just wants to speak with management. The cats begin to meow. They begin to purr. They lick the cheek with scratchy tongue, it hurts so good. And Macbeth is loved. But how is he loved? How is he loved? Bengal tiger suplex! Karen bites off his head. Macduff holds it up. Ew, that is gross. And she says, behold!
Behold!
The traitor is dead!
The traitor is dead!
Malcolm is now king!
Malcolm is now king!
All hail King Malcolm!
All hail King Malcolm!
This is Malcolm!
Oh, he's still awake.
He's awake? Oh, I'm sorry. The child ratted you out! Stay! Dead! You don't have a head! How are you alive? So anyway, thanks for making the end of the show weird. That was awful. So, this is Malcolm. He's the other one. Donalbain, if you're really interested. And except for the thousands of dead people, they all live. Say it with me.
Happily ever after.
Die! 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 Stop giggling! Death isn't funny! Lords and ladies, that's the show! Hit your bells! Friends, my name is Will Shakespeare. The name of my show is Shakespeare Approves. Please go like me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, but never Snapchat. And you know why. And if you want to buy merchandise, I got some merchandise.
Buy a cat?
You can go home with fluffy kitten love grenades. These are $10 a piece. You won't kill your friends, just irritate them. See? But also,
Go, get out of here.
on this Wizarding weekend, I also have House Colors. We have some Gryffindor. We have some Hufflepuff. Some OG Ravenclaw. And alternative version, so green on grey, of Slytherin. If you buy all four, instead of being $10, it will be $35 for the set. Friends, I have one more show left today at 4:30. That is the Hamlet Christmas special, where everybody lives just this once. If you've enjoyed this show, please let the Connecticut Renaissance Fair know. This is my first weekend back. It's my 7th year, I think, maybe 8th year. Yes, so I've spent the entirety of my 30s here so far. So, but thank you for making me a part of your day, a part of your lives. And if I can leave you with anything, please, in the words of our greatest prophet, Jerry Springer, be kind to each other. Take care of each other. Jerry, 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 Jerry. But friends, also, if you felt the show was worth anything, a 1, a 5, a 10, for a 50, I will send that guy home with you, because he's a Slytherin. And thus has no real pride. Just throw it into the hat. Thank you very much. I love you, you love me, I love you 3000, and you can cheer now!